Hey guys, so I just made a stop at my local comic shop, City Bookstore. It had been a while since I had stopped in, and they still have not stopped putting out new stuff since the last Buffalo Comic Con, so wanted to take you guys along for the ride and just have a little bit of a chat about supporting your local comic shop. I just got back from New York City. While I was there, I made a stop at Midtown Comics and filmed a video there, and that video was a lot of fun to make, but the whole time I was there, I just kept thinking about how a lot of the stuff they have, a lot of it is newer stuff, and I would rather purchase that and support my local comic shop, you know? As much as Midtown Comics is incredible and it really is a sight to see, I would highly recommend checking it out if you get the chance, but they don't need my help. They don't need my promotion in a way that someone like my local comic shop does. And it really made me think about the impact that just me whipping my phone out and just flipping through books on camera has made for the local comic scene. The local economy has been helped because of me putting myself out there. And that's really interesting to me. I never thought when I started doing this that the videos would hit the local scene. This all started as fun for me, just posting my pickups, you know, and then it was about a year ago when I really started taking this seriously and deciding I wanted to start doing the comic shop videos and doing a little more with it. And I really just figured I'm already at the shops flipping through the boxes. I might as well just record this and put it out there. And I just never figured it would go as far as it did, as quickly as it did, and to where a year later, the impact of what I've put out has definitely been felt. I pretty much get recognized by somebody every time I go to the comic shop, whether it's the owner of the store or even some of the customers sometimes. It's a little strange for me because I'm normally not a very social person in a lot of ways. I like to keep to myself. When I go to the store, I'm normally the type of person that is just in and out. I don't stop much to socialize, but when I'm in the comic shop, that's always been different. I've always been able to have little conversations with the owners or the people around. There is a level of that feels a little different now that things are being recorded, and now there's a little bit more pressure, treated a little bit more professionally, but I would say that there's definitely a positive to that. It feels like I'm more respected when I go places. I used to feel like I needed to prove myself much more when walking into a comic shop. So I'd say that's a benefit of doing the channel, is that I'm able to open up more and have some of these deeper conversations and not feel necessarily like I need to prove myself every time I walk in. It's been a big confidence boost, and I think it's definitely helped the shops out. I mean, just here at City Bookstore, the owner, Emil, was telling me that a lot of people come in that watch the videos. He said at least 20 people have come in the shop mentioning the videos that I make, and that's insane to me for such a small niche thing. Something that I don't necessarily go out of my way to promote too heavily, for it to reach people in the area or people who are just willing to make the trip because they watched me. That is a pretty big deal. and the local comic shops need it. And in this day and age, comic shops won't survive if they don't have an online presence. That doesn't mean you have to sell on eBay or whatnot. It means even just having an Instagram profile and just being able to reach people outside of your area, outside of the usual demographic that you normally reach. So it really helps to have somebody like me who's willing to go out there and promote and show the new stuff that they're getting in. And that's something that you can do too. I think the more people do stuff like this, the better overall. Because I'm not just helping the local community, I'm helping you guys outside of my local community find cool shops. He showed me this long box that he's still going through pricing and organizing, and there was a lot of good stuff. He said some of this might be $10, but I think most of this is like $5 stuff, and a lot of Bronze Age DC. I would have liked to take this entire box home, honestly. A lot of cool Spider-Man books, too, that I was seeing in there. A lot of Bronze Age Batman that I still need for my collection. And I did wind up picking up a few things, and I was actually given quite a bit for free as well, just as a thank you for helping the shop. And they've already given me so much. But you can tell that they really appreciate what I'm doing. So I think I'm gonna go home and show you guys what I got. Well guys, once again, I am so overwhelmed by the generosity of the guys at Queen City Bookstore. They have been great to me over these last couple years, and I just never thought I would get to this point. They have been such a massive support of this channel, and I always want to do what I can to help out the local guys. And they get so much good stuff, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Some of these books I picked up, and some of them were gifted to me. This is one that I picked up from the $5 bin. Brave and the Bold, number 131, and you have a Catwoman versus Wonder Woman story. Very cool. I was very drawn to that cover, so had to get that one. And then this one was from the $2 bins. This is World's Finest 240, and just thought that that was a really entertaining cover. I love some of these goofy Bronze Age books from DC. So leading up to the last Buffalo Comic Con, I was filming a bunch of videos at the shop going through this massive collection, and I had picked some stuff out, and he forgot to bring some of it to the Buffalo Comic Con, actually, so picked up a couple books from that stack. Batman 323 and 324. Really neat books that I needed for the Batman collection, and I love Catwoman. I love the way she's drawn with that purple outfit, so was happy to get those, and they were $10 each, so I spent $25 on all of those books there, and the rest of this was actually given to me for free. This was from the stack of books that I picked out before the Buffalo Comic Con, and he just wound up giving me most of them for free. He had already given me like $50 worth of stuff for free, and just let me take all of this too. Batman 834. Really like these black and white covers. Got one with Zatanna and Grim Reaper there. Another Zatanna one. This is 833 and 824. Really cool cover with the penguin. Really like that. So yeah, these are all really cool. He had these marked at $1. And then this one's pretty cool. This is Suicide Squad number 49. And I'm pretty sure this is the origin of Oracle. So, really cool. Love that cover there. Barbara Gordon is always a badass. So there's that. And then we got some Neil Adams. This is Superman 204. I've always loved this cover, and it definitely makes me want to open it up and see what exactly is going on in there. So, very cool. Then we have some DC Comics Presents. So, DC Comics Presents number 60, Superman meets Guardians of the Universe. Really cool. I'm a big Green Lantern fan. And then the last book I have to show here is number 67, which is this Meeting with Santa Claus. I've heard that this is a really fun book, so I was happy to get this one thrown in. And that was that. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I just wanted to try out something a little different. So let me know what you thought, and if you made it to the end, shout out your local comic shop in the comments section. As always, thank you for watching. Peace out.